Action.
Hi, welcome to Bobby Cinema Theater. I'm Bobby Cinema, but you can call me BC. Today's June 23rd and my 20th week of my webcast, live at Bobby Cinema. Produced the new movies and DVDs that's out this week, where I make my final grade on the movie that's out this week. Come to my website where you can read the plot and watch the movie trailer. The first movie out this week is in theaters is Get Smart, starring Steve Carell, Anne Hathaway, Dwayne Johnson, and Alan Arkin. Directed by Peter Siegel, produced by Alex Gardner, and it's by Warner Brothers. I took a look at this film. I recommend people watching this movie in theaters. Steve Carell and Anne Hathaway made an extraordinary performance in this film. Anne Hathaway made it look really beautiful in this film, better than she was in The Princess Diaries. Anne Hathaway has the greatest resemblance of supermodel Cindy Crawford and Julia Roberts. I grade this movie a B-. The next movie out this week is The Love Crew, starring Mike Myers and Jessica Alba. Written and produced by Mike Myers, distributed by Paramount Pictures and Spyglass Entertainment. I took this film. I recommend people watching this movie in theaters. Mike Myers made an extraordinary performance in this film. My hat's off to him. I grade this movie a B-. The next movie out this week is Kitteridge, American Girl, starring Abigail Breslin and Chris O'Donnell. Directed by Patricia Rosamund, produced by Julia Roberts, and just by New Line Cinema, Picture House, and HBO Films. I took this film. I recommend people watching this film. Abigail Breslin made an extraordinary performance in this film. My hat's off to her. I grade this movie a B. The next movie out this week is Brick Lane, starring Tanashta Chaudhary, directed by Sarah Gavran, produced by Chris Collins, and used by Ruby Films. I took this film. I recommend people watching this film in theaters. Tanashta Chaudhary made an extraordinary performance in this film. My hat's off to her. I grade this movie a B-. That's all the movies that are out this week. The next movie that's out on DVD this week is Be Kind, Rewind, starring Jack Black, Mos Def, and Danny Glover. Written and directed by Michael Gondry, produced by Guy Studdle, just by New Line Cinema and Focus Features. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie on DVD. Jack Black made a strong performance in this film. My hat's off to him. I grade this movie a B+. The next movie out this week is Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins, starring Martin Lawrence, Cedric the Entertainer, Mike Epes, and Monique. Directed by Malcolm D. Lee, produced by Scott Stuber, distributed by Universal Pictures. I took this film. I recommend people watching this movie on DVD. It's an all-star cast: Martin Lawrence, Cedric the Entertainer, Mike Epes, James Earl Jones, and Monique. Martin Lawrence made an extraordinary performance in this film. My hat's off to him. I grade this movie a B-. The next movie out this week is Fool's Gold, starring Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson. Written and directed by Annie Tennant, produced by Donald D. Line, produced by Summit Entertainment and Warner Brothers Pictures. I took this film. I recommend people watching this film on DVD. Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson make an extraordinary performance in this film. They bring back the old magic they had in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson are like Reese Witherspoon and Josh Lucas in Sweet Home Alabama in this movie. Matthew McConaughey's character, Finn, is like National Treasure's Ben Gates and Indiana Jones of comedy in this film. My hat's off to him. I grade this movie a B+. That's all the time we have today. Come back next week where I introduce the new movies out this week and on DVD. Don't forget to log into my new website where you can look into my new trailers, play my movie trivia, and my puzzle. This is BC. See you next week. Now get out.